Recommendation engine?
Hey, recommendation engine.
Recommendation engine.
Yeah, Mom, I know. All right, I'll get Dad a gift. It won't suck like the last 10. Don't worry about it. I'm on it, okay? I promise. Okay, bye.
Hey, Jen.
Hey, Molly, what's up?
Not too much. How are you?
Gotta get my dad a birthday gift, and I have no idea what to get him.
Yeah? Well, you know what you should do is put something that he may have an interest in into Amazon, and their recommendation engine could suggest some other similar things he might like.
All right. Well, what's the recommendation engine?
Recommendation systems collect both explicit and implicit data from users. Explicit data asks you to provide your ratings for items or create wish lists of items that you like. Implicit data is the data collected by recommendation engines based on your actions while on a website. Implicit data such as what items were viewed, what items were purchased, where is your location, and how long did you spend on shopping.
Anything thinking about data, you can think about data in three parts: who's producing it and who's consuming it. And so we built the analytics groups, and it's awesome where we can figure out, where are people signing up, what languages do they speak, how often do they use it, are they on mobile, and all these great questions for the business. The second way you can look at data is what's wrong with it. And so we built the spam algorithms that go hunt down spammers and try to get rid of them. Blight on humanity. And then the third part is how do you start building new experiences and using this data to enrich other people's experiences. And so we built things like Trends, the recommendation engine, and some other stuff.
Most recommendation engines use one of two types of filtering: collaborative filtering or content-based filtering. Content-based filtering uses the characteristics of items to recommend items with similar characteristics based on what users have liked in the past. Collaborative filtering utilizes your characteristics as a user as well as the characteristics of other users in order to recommend items to you that users similar to you have liked.
They're all recommendations of a type. So you can think about, so what's your goal? Why are you recommending someone something? So Amazon recommends products. Why? They want to sell more products. And B, people might actually be looking for it and didn't know it, right? You buy a fork, maybe a spoon would be great too. And you're like, oh yeah, totally, I want a spoon as well. And so you get them together. So customers who bought this also bought this. Every one of these recommendation engines start out with, like, what is the problem we're trying to solve? And here, people we're trying to solve, there should be great content. Now, what's great for you? Well, you know what? If you follow this account, you might like similar ones to it. Or guess what? All your friends follow this other one. Maybe it's a friend, maybe not. And so it's really about having content there. That's the product.
Privacy and security of our data are also big concerns because recommendation engines collect so much data about users, what they purchase, as well as their behaviors. User context isn't always 100% credible. How much do you trust the recommendations of other users? Let's see a discussion.
They're the best. They're the only ones actually chosen by the people.
What? You mean the same people who think that blankets need sleeves? That Scarlett Johansson has more sex appeal than Madame Curie? Or that the best use of the internet is forwarding their friends allegedly funny videos of cats?
Oh my God, did you see the one where the cat plays the piano? He's like a furry Scott Joplin.
Behold, the people.
Yes, everyone, it's funny, but true. Another issue with recommendation engines is that of filter bubbles. Filter bubbles occur when you're only exposed to things that you already know, and so it reinforces those ideas. Do you think so?
It's called the filter bubble, so you're only exposed to the ideas that you already like, so it reinforces them. There are things to be aware of. I don't think I would say, let's run for the hills, be scared, but being exposed to other ideas that you don't always like is not a bad thing.
As recommendation engines become more common in the future, we hope that their designers continue to try to help users, not harm them. Thanks for watching.
And yeah, I'm a lifetime